Hi, my name is Brad Aldrich from Aldrich Legal Services. Today I'm going to be talking about operating while visibly impaired. This is a lesser offense to the more common offenses of operating while intoxicated, known as OWI, and that used to be called DUI, driving under the influence, or operating under the influence of drugs, also known as OUID. So operating while visibly impaired is where a prosecution is claiming that you were under some type of impairment at the time you operate a motor vehicle. Now there is a case that came out which sort of establishes what the prosecution has to be able to prove. And it clarified that the prosecution does not have to actually prove that you were impaired at the time you were operating your motor vehicle. The Court of Appeals in Michigan ruled that the prosecution must have proved that your ability to operate the motor vehicle was impaired. So that means that even though they may have you on video operating a motor vehicle, they don't have to show that you were swerving or impaired. They can prove through circumstantial evidence that your ability to operate a motor vehicle was impaired. So that means that through circumstantial evidence such as bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, failure to be able to complete field sobriety tests, a prosecution can prove that your ability to operate a motor vehicle was impaired, even though you could safely operate that vehicle. It is a strong distinction and can land people in a lot of trouble if they think, well, I otherwise was able to safely operate that vehicle. And this is much different than the operating while intoxicated and operating under the influence of drug charges, where the prosecution does actually have to prove that you in your body had alcohol or drugs that was impairing your ability to drive. Under this, the operating while visibly impaired, they do not have to prove that there was alcohol or drugs in your system. They just have to prove that your ability to operate that vehicle was in fact impaired. So if you have been charged with any type of criminal offense, the lawyers at Aldrich Legal Services can certainly help.